Hello everyone, welcome to my class. This is my first video on the second theme of class 11th history, that is writing and the city life. Children, when we talk about this chapter deals with the Mesopotamian civilization, and throughout this theme we'll be discussing about the important feature of Mesopotamian civilization. Right, and our focus, as the name suggests, writing and the city life, our focus will be more on the writing that developed in this civilization and how it became an important source of information for reconstructing about the past of this civilization, right? And another important feature of the civilization was its city life, its flourishing city life, right? So how the writing and the city lives of Mesopotamian civilization were connected, we'll try to frame a link between the two, and through these features we'll try to understand the Mesopotamian civilization. So let's start the topic. First of all, when we are talking about a civilization, when we use word civilization, it means a clear picture should be there in the mind that we are talking about a centralized authority who looks after or who supervise the work of everyday life of the people. They give command, they give instructions, they see to that in society everything is going in a normal pace, right? They control the trade and commerce, they look after the well-being of the people. When we talk about the city life of Mesopotamian civilization, then there were certain peculiar features, right? Like the writing was developed, and an abundant source of writing is available to us, which gives an ample of information about their lives. So throughout this chapter we'll be discussing these features in details. So let's start with the first thing, that Mesopotamian civilization, where it exactly appeared. Mesopotamia, if we are talking about, it flourished between river Euphrates and river Tigris. Now through this map is also given in the book. Go through that map and try to trace the exact location of the Mesopotamian civilization. So here you can see Africa. Above Africa we have Mediterranean Sea. Now on the eastern side of Africa, above here we have Arabia, right? Desert of Arabia. And here we have river Euphrates and river Tigris. This W-shaped water body is Black Sea, and here we have Caspian Sea. So in modern day, if we talk about the Mesopotamia, it actually flourished between these two rivers, river Euphrates and river Tigris, this region. So a land between two rivers, you can understand the land was so fertile. Most of the civilization, most civilizations appeared along the river side, right? And there were different cities that flourished belonging to this civilization, like Ur was one of the important city, then Mari is here, and later on Babylon. This is Mari, this point is Mari, then Babylon and Ur, right? So this is a rough, I'm giving you a rough idea where exactly this Mesopotamian civilization appeared, right? Now basic thing that you need to keep in mind is it is a land between two rivers, river Euphrates and river Tigris. So a quite fertile land, best suited for agriculture activity. Now Mesopotamia is also known for its prosperity. No doubt, if the land is fertile, good crop production, if the crop production is good, it brings prosperity to the land. Then city life, Mesopotamia is also known for city lives. Various cities I have told you, they emerged, they flourished. Rich literature, we'll be focusing on writing portion. So rich literature is available giving information about the civilization. It's about mathematics and astronomy. They were so good in predicting the things. They were so good in mathematics, their calculations. Since the trade flourished in the civilization, so the proper keeping of records, proper the calculations that were required in trade were done by the people, means the people were educated, right? All these things we'll be discussing in detail. Now when we talk about this civilization, actually the excavation of the Mesopotamian site started around 1840s, and it took many decades to reveal this civilization in a proper form, right? And when the Mesopotamian civilization, the excavations were done on these sites, then various things appeared, various artifacts were collected, and an ample writing material was also collected, which this region of Mesopotamia also holds the attention of the Western world, means Western European countries. Reason being, this region is very important, Bachi. Reason being, from this land, three important religions emerged: Islam, Christianity, and Zoroastrianism. So, if we are talking about the Western countries of the Europe, these nations follow Christianity, and the information which is available in Old Testament of Bible, means the earliest Bible, the early portion of the Bible, gives information about this region, since Christianity emerged here. So they have a keen interest in exploring this region, this Mesopotamian civilization. They wanted to find out the truth. Whatever the information is available in the Old Testament of Bible, they want to check the authenticity. They want to relate it with the reality. So many initiatives were taken by the Western countries to explore this region of Mesopotamia, and a great work was done. Excavations were done in different sites of Mesopotamia, and information was collected. Many times people funded for such expeditions, right? So we'll talk about this in detail. Whenever we start any topic of history, it is very important to know about the sources of the information, from where exactly we are getting the information. This subject is totally dependent on various evidences, various clues, and various sources. Historian cannot reconstruct past which they have not witnessed themselves. They have to have dependent on various sources, right? So such excavations were done, and the excavations were done on a large extent. It took many decades. It was later, around 1960s, that it was finally realized that whatever the information is in Bible has no connection with the Mesopotamian civilization, but this civilization, the revelation of this civilization gave a boost to the history and archaeology, and now the interest of the archaeologists and the historians changed towards exploring more about this civilization, how the civilization emerged, how it declined, what were the important features of this civilization, how the city life developed here, what were the factors. So their mind was changed towards these questions, right? Now the southern region was called Sumer. This southern region of a Mesopotamian civilization was called Sumer and Akkad. Around 2000 BC, Babylon became an important city. Babylon emerged an important city here, right? Around 1000 BC, the Assyrian established their control over the northern region of Mesopotamia, right? And this region came to be called Assyria, right? This region, northern region. Now these are certain facts that we will be doing it in great detail when we go through the chapter. First known language of this civilization was Sumerian, and the scripts, the information that we got through the scripts, it is very clear that the people on a large scale, they have used this language Sumerian. Now this Sumerian language was later replaced by Akkadian around 2400 BCE. Another language appeared, and Akkadian language started covering the Sumerian language. It started becoming popular among the people. Later on, Aramaic also appeared and developed. Now Aramaic is an old form of Hebrew language. Means there are slight differences in these languages. Maybe the regional impact, right? So Aramaic also developed similar to Hebrew, and it was widely spoken around 1000 BCE. So a change was also noticed in the language and their developments, right? One possible reason was of the regional impact on language. So these were the things that we need to know when we will talk about the writing portion, right? Now this region, Babylon, it remained a popular city. There were different cities we'll be covering of Mesopotamia, like Mari, Ur, Babylon. Babylon is very important. It remained in importance till the time of Alexander the Great, right? So this is just a brief introduction about the chapter, what we will going to cover in this chapter. And please go through the exact location of Mesopotamian civilization. Map is given in the book. Go through the facts that is given, right? Review these facts once again. Make your notes. Please like, share and review this, and if you find any difficulty, please write it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video.